Hey, good morning. Welcome to UroNurse, coming to you live. If you're watching this live, I know you're out there already. Put something in the comment section to let me know that you're hearing us okay, because I can't tell that without your comments. Waiting to see if we get anybody commenting on us going live. Always some glitches whenever you try to take something remote. But here's all of us actually together. Isn't that crazy? I really hate to talk for no good reason. So, all right, let's on with the show. So, you're joining us. Great. Glad to have you on board here. If you're joining us remotely on YouTube or Facebook or LinkedIn, welcome to the show. Be sure to keep hitting that subscribe button. I'm getting close. If you're here for the first time, be sure to check out our website at uronurse.com. You can learn more about the show. Also, the best place to go for all the past episodes. And yes, this is our expert group coming to you live here from the show. Welcome, everyone. So what did you think of the show so far? Andrea?
It's been absolutely amazing. The weather is gorgeous. There's a lazy river. There's a huge slide. There's a tiki bar. And a wonderful exhibit hall. I think that's been my most favorite part of this. They're really up in their game. They've got fancy carpets, fancy lights, fancy setups. So it's been really fun.
Yeah. We're going to show some clips from all of that. Did you have a favorite part?
A favorite part. I really loved the welcome, because everyone comes together in that welcome session, and there's just excitement and there's buzz. So favorite session's been the welcome session so far.
Lori, how about you? A favorite part of the show?
Oh, my favorite part, well, it's the networking for one, and just seeing people you haven't seen for a while. And the more you go to these conferences, the more people you meet. And yesterday I met somebody who actually joins UroNurse, and she's from my area, and she said, "Hey, do you know this certain nurse? Because I used to work with her." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm her boss." And it's just the way that you just meet people and just run into people that you think you'd never, and then it's just such a small world.
It is.
You know?
It's a whole different feel with seeing people like being able to actually shake hands with John.
Yeah.
What, a year now that we've been meeting online, never seeing each other. So it's so cool. Really glad to have you here today.
Thank you.
My favorite thing, I'm going to show you right now.
So not that you should expect this every time you go to a SUNA meeting, but sometimes the rooms are pretty nice. Now, this room happens to be one of the best rooms I've stayed in prior to being a president. Of course, we used to get some pretty decent rooms as a president or even on the board of directors. But this is one of their suites, just a normal room, couch, living room area, has 2 TVs. You can see right over here I've got a coffee bar, and there is a fridge in there. And got to show you the bedroom. Nothing better than a nice comfortable bed when you get home from being at meetings all day long. And this one is no different than most, with a nice comfortable bed. Again, we've got our TV over here. And out here, I didn't even look. So there is a little area that you go out on. Right outside here, it's like a little sitting area. You want to get a look at things. Whoa, that's nice and dark if you want it dark, or you want to see people watch. Well, it's got a pretty nice bathroom here. It's kind of like a shower, but I guess you get a bathtub most places. So, hey, what can I say? And then it's got the fancy closet area in case you do want to have a party or a group over, which if I get the Chicago Metro folks, maybe we'll all get together here. It's got its own separate bathroom just for them. So as you can see, you have this nice table for 8. Nice big table. Seats 8 people comfortably. So you get together, you could have a little impromptu meeting. If I have to do my UroNurse program from the room, not a bad place to do it. I could think about doing it from here. They are going to give me a table over by the registration area. So I'm looking at trying to see how that'll work. But we'll see. I got to coordinate with everybody and see what's going to work out best.
the exhibit hall. We were talking about how nice the exhibit hall was.
All right, Ralph, I'm going to get some footage for the Saturday show. So Elitone should be familiar to everybody. We did have Gloria Kolb, who spoke about the CEO of the company and spoke about the product. Really been doing good. So it's good to see you at a SUNA meeting.
Thank you, Vic. It's so nice to be here. It's so nice to meet all of the nurse practitioners, right, that are making a difference. And we have more and more of them that are embracing the Elitone technology, using it into practice, bringing patients back in for neuro re-ed with the device, and it's going extremely well. And thank you, for having us on your show and for that connection, with the nurses.
Well, absolutely. And I mean, that's been the benefit of UroNurse is we're able to find the companies that are the smaller companies, maybe don't have the huge sales force out there, but have super products that we really want to be able to educate our group about.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. And, your service is so valuable for us, right? Because it's a way for us to reach, an expanded voice, for the company and our product. And we're so thankful.
Yeah. Well, thanks for talking to me, Ralph. So this has to be the largest display in the entire building. Hi, how are you guys doing? Vic Sinise, I'm with UroNurse. I do a weekly podcast and just taking in what goes on at a live event, and you can't miss your booth. I mean, it's so big.
And we have a surprise that's coming tomorrow, so
that's why it's a little quiet. So we'll tune in tomorrow to see. So tomorrow,
let's come back tomorrow.
Well, I'll be here. Don't worry.
Really busy. He's totally busy.
All right.
New stuff.
Sounds good. All right. Thank you very
you.
much. Just kind of get a walkthrough of some of these booths. I mean, it is crazy the number of booths there are this year. Everywhere you go, all your favorite products are available.
Team here.
Sure, I'd like to interview the team. So I'd like to thank you again for being on UroNurse. It was great to have you talk about a great product like Hollister.
Vic, you've been doing an amazing job educating our nurses just coming up the pipeline. And that's what we learn here at SUNA as well. It's really an opportunity to share best practice and to take away some golden nuggets from every one of these conferences that we come to.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's the fun part is you always walk away saying, there's something I didn't know.
Absolutely.
Even old timers like me. I shouldn't say like you.
Like us, Vic.
So who do you have with you here today?
I have with me here is my team from Hollister. I have Aisha. She's representing the Los Angeles area. Courtney's
Ellie's
here.
in the building.
Courtney is here from Phoenix.
Oh, okay.
Grenier is our product manager for Vapor. And we have Angelica Shimon. And Angelica covers California, Las Vegas, whatever else. Hawaii. Oh my gosh, I'm going on a co-travel with her. So
I would like to thank Phoenix for turning the heat down. I saw it's been like in 100 and something. I'm from Chicago area. We don't like 100 degrees. This is perfect. Hey, Matt, how you doing?
Good to see you, Vic. Thank you.
So we all remember the episode not too long ago. Actually, the very start of the show, you were one of our very first talks was about the use of Glido for making it more comfortable. Since I was the test dummy for giving out the commercial on how to instill it. So.
And look at how popular you are with UroNurse now.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that was my foray into getting into this type of business.
So this has been a great show for Sagent Urology and Glido. It's very well attended. We really appreciate everybody's support.
Great. Well, we're glad to have you on, and hey, we're made to talk about this product again. It's getting to be over a year now.
Yeah, and I mean, these days, because of market conditions, what we've been trying to tell everybody, we have plenty of availability, no stock out issues. So, yeah.
I know with the lidocaine shortage, it was getting a little worrisome.
It was, and fortunately for us, we were able to get ahead of it, let our manufacturers know they've been able to bump up production. So, at this point on the ASHP website, the lidocaine gel shortage is resolved because we have enough product.
Well, that's great. All righty. Keep it in mind. Glido.
Thank you, Vic.
So what is the product that your new idea is that eliminates a catheter, right?
Yeah, it is. This is the UroAdapter, which is basically an adapter, and then you won't need to use catheters at all. We mostly use it in patients who have bladder pain syndrome, recurrent UTIs, or post-irradiation cystitis. You can use it also in women and men, and then you can treat also the urethra, and you won't have any pain. You won't feel any pain, even if you're a man, because we all know how painful it is to insert a catheter in men. It will treat the urethra in women, which is a huge deal because women have a lot shorter urethra, and you won't have as many UTIs if you have any at all. I have been using this in my practice for like 2.5 years, mostly in bladder pain syndrome patients and recurrent UTIs, and the impact has been huge. I've seen patients get way better, they tolerate it a lot better, and the results are really amazing.
So this product's used to drain the bladder?
No, we use it to insulate solutions, which are needed to make help with the gag layer deficiency, for instance. And
So like Almiron was used in the past as an irrigation type solution. Heparin's been used in the past.
basically, yes, we use lidocaine, hyaluronic acid, quercetin, rutin, and so on.
And then you avoid the catheter, which these folks, interstitial cystitis, I'm assuming is your...
They hate it. Of course they hate it. I would hate it as well. But even if you have bladder pain, it's way worse.
Oh, it's very nice. And so this is all it is this little...
Yeah, it's just a little adapter. It has a collar. It helps you insulate the solution without having any leaks. And then you just place it into the urethra in women and in men also.
Yeah.
And afterwards, in women, you just need to be a bit, like you have to get through underneath the symphysis, and then you can insulate. In men, after insulating the liquid, you need to insert some air or to insulate some air, and then you can get through all the way from the urethra into the bladder.
Well, thank you. That's what you get when you come to a meeting is new products that you can learn something about.
Thank you so much.
Hey, we're back. So I hope that was kind of a neat little look at everything that we saw at the exhibit. Some of these. It was the biggest exhibit hall they ever had. And you've been to these before. It's huge. So it's kind of nice for SUNA. There's more to going to exhibits than exhibitors. There's all sorts of things that SUNA has. What are some of the other areas of SUNA that you can think of?
SUNA.
SUNA, that's the certifying board.
I like the fact that they have all those educational materials, which
Yeah.
is nice.
So you kind of get to meet some of those people. I thought I'd bring some of them to you. So right now I've got
So this is Suzanne Qualich, who's the editor of the Urologic Nursing magazine, one that I was featured in.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about what's involved with the magazine and how we can get involved with the journal.
How we can, yeah, first of all, I just want to be clear. It is a peer-reviewed journal. So we have a lot of high-quality research that we publish and a lot of high-quality clinical articles to help our members. It's considered, urologic nursing is considered the biggest benefit of membership. We really designed the journal to respect all levels of membership and really everyone who works with urology patients. We want you to find something that you can use in our journal.
Thank you very much. And you can be an author, so don't be hesitant.
Reach out to me. We are always looking. We love to coach new authors. So if you have an idea, please reach out. We're always looking for tips and tricks and pearls for urology, to take care of urology patients. So if you have something, please reach out. I'm pretty easy to get a hold of, and I would be happy to mentor and coach you through this process.
And I can tell you, it made my work a lot easier working with Suzanne. Thanks.
So hey, not only did I get to talk to her, but I also saw the SUNA folks. I'm going to teach you or show you a little bit and talk to you, the president of SUNA, about how you can become certified. Now, who here is not certified? I think everybody here is certified. Yeah, good idea to get certified.
So we're here at the SUNA board, the certification board for urologic nurses, and I'm going to have you talk to the upcoming or the new president, current president, to tell us a little bit about what's involved with certification.
So, thanks. Thanks, Vic. So, I'm Anthony Lutz. I'm the president of SUNA. Marianne, you stay with me. Marianne is also one of our long-term board members. And so with certification, one of the things that we've been really excited to do over the last couple of years is not only did we move to computer-based testing, so now you don't have to take the test as pen and paper anymore. There are sites now all across the country where you can go and take a computer-based exam. And we've kept that open all year round. So previously we would offer the test maybe twice a year. You'd come to the conference, you do it by pen and paper. Now you can go anytime during the year, all year round. You can submit your application to take the test and find a location near you that offers the test. That allows more flexibility so that you can get ready for the exam when is okay for you, prepare for it, and take it when you're ready. So we've been really excited to do that. And just this past year, we've launched a new marketing campaign called Creating Urology Superheroes. We really want to encourage everyone to use the incredible experience that we all have as urology nurses and nurse practitioners and associates, and show your level of expertise and training, the superhero that you are, by being certified, getting certified, and then promoting that for other urology nurses throughout the country. So we've been really excited to do it, and we're just glad you're here and wanting to talk to us about it.
Oh, that's great. It's great, and I think it's a badge of honor you can wear that shows that you finished this and completed it, and you are an expert in your field. And I am certified in urology. All righty.
Well, hey, hope you like that clip. The next thing we're going to do is I'm going to talk to you about something, if you're not aware of it, called the FUANA. Did I get that right? FAUNA. They call it in short. The fellowship you become a part of. It's really something they're highly encouraging. We were together at dinner at the leadership meeting last night, and we were both saying that, it's probably about time to go ahead and add those to our name too. So the paperwork is involved in that. But let me just get a quick interview here for you.
So if you want to become a fellow of the Academy of Urologic Nurses and Associates, what does somebody have to do?
Well, hi, everyone. Well, I'm Sue Lipsy, and I'm the current chairperson for FAUNA, which is the Fellows of the Society of Urological Nurses and Associates. We welcome advanced practice nurses, nurses and associates into the fellowship. And the importance of joining or becoming a fellow is that it really does recognize your expertise and longevity in not just urological nursing, but in urology and in SUNA. And those are the qualities that we look for. Sustained contributions to SUNA, sustained contributions to urology nursing, and to urology in general. So our application date will be March 1st of every year, and the applications open online December 15th of 2023 for the March 1st, 2024 application. And we welcome you. If you have any other questions, please feel free to contact us at any time or go online. If you go to the SUNA, that's right, the SUNA website, you can find the fellows, and you can scroll through there. You can find out more about us. You can see people who have already obtained fellowship, and you can also get handy tips for your application and get any other useful information that you may need. So thank you, and we hope that you will join us.
Thanks, Sue. That was very helpful. And this is something fairly new, right? How long is it? Hey, Amy, how are you doing? How long is it? When was the first FAUNA?
Class was 2019, and it was in conjunction with SUNA's 50th anniversary. So,
well, it's great. I'm encouraging everyone to join. And here's Amy Hall, who I know you all probably remember from the pessary episode of UroNurse.
Hello, everybody. Going great. Good. Become a fauna.
All right. First.
Thanks.
So it is nice. You can get time with all the different areas of SUNA, because it's a big organization. And I didn't get even into the foundation. It's one of the supporting for scholarships to attend meetings such as this. They're available. You can take advantage of those. They had a silent auction to raise money, so they're always looking at fundraisers. Good organization to be involved with. If you're not a part of SUNA, look into it. I do have some more footage for you I'm going to share.
So I'm just getting ready to go into the exhibit room. We're here in beautiful sunny Phoenix. It's absolutely gorgeous. Phoenix had been running in about the hundreds for a while. But of course I got here and it came down to 80, which is beautiful weather for me. You know, I'm from the Chicagoland area and our weather in Chicago is starting to drop and get pretty cool. So it's nice to get away. I like the cold anyway, so not complaining, but it's good to get away from it. And it's fun to come to someplace nice like this. And, you know, if you're going to come to a live conference, always pick a place that's nice and warm, right? Especially when it's cool. So I'm about to visit the Convatec booth. And, hey, grand prize drawing. What's the grand prize drawing for?
Grand prize drawing is a scholarship for attending the conference next year in Orlando.
Oh, Orlando. There's a nice area you haven't been to in a while.
Beautiful. It'll be a great conference. It's always busy down there. Everybody likes to go see Mickey.
So what's Convatec have new as far as products go?
The newest thing we have is our Feel Clean technology and a hydrophilic catheter integrated coating. Fantastic. Less sticky, less residue. Really a comfortable experience.
One of these here.
Yep.
So here you can come to the exhibit, actually touch, see the real deal.
We'll even do better than touch. We'll even give you some to try.
That's always great to try. I don't want to personally try it, but I don't mind trying them on patients. It's always good to see how they work.
Nobody ever wants to try a catheter, but when they need it, they love it.
Absolutely. I had a conversation this morning when I was having coffee with one of the docs who was giving a talk last night, and we had said that, you know, we're kind of that age where you always like to have a self-cath inside your bag when you travel.
It's always good to be prepared.
Exactly. Thank you very much.
Good to talk to you.
So here, you never know who you're going to run into. This is a fan I didn't know I had.
Hello, my name's Debbie. I'm one of the nurses around Chicagoland area. So we're all very local here at the Chicago Metro chapter, but today we're in Arizona, which is a change of pace.
Nice to be away from Chicago weather. And here's Andrea. Everybody knows Andrea.
Good morning, everyone.
So we are going to be live tomorrow. So, well, you'll be watching this live because we're recording this now, but we are going to be all together talking about all these videos I shot. So are you going to join us tomorrow?
I definitely will be live and in person, and I will try and still set my alarm and watch you guys at 9 a.m.
Well, no, see, it'll actually be 7 a.m. here.
Oh, yeah.
We'll be live. You don't have to watch us. You can actually see it.
See it live. Well, I'll definitely be here.
All right.
Good taste for what Dr. Lynn does every Saturday up at 7 a.m.
Yeah. So, you know, when I was trying to pick a time zone, I figured, well, 10 o'clock for Eastern isn't bad. 9 for Midwestern is not too bad. Then one over like Denver, that's, 8 o'clock. I forgot about those Pacific people. I never thought they would watch.
With how popular it's getting, I think you'll get a couple from the West Coast too. And
Well, interestingly, we have one fan I know watches live from Australia, Sydney, Australia. And she had commented once it was like 1 a.m. her time.
that's dedication.
Well, thanks. Enjoy the rest of the conference.
Hey, that was really cool. It's always neat to see all the fans that you are, people would come up to us and say, oh, I know you from the show. And I go, but I don't know you. All I know is you're a number up there showing up that you're watching. So it was really neat to kind of be able to get together. And I think that's the part that gets missing. This is a great format. That's why we do it. We know that it gets the information where you're at. But I encourage people, hey, get back to the live side too. Join, the local chapter, Chicago Metro, February 17th, right date, is having their meeting in Lisle. So you can have, if you're in the Chicagoland area, or even Wisconsin, Indiana, that's close enough. Or, nice place to visit. Come to see us. It's out in Lisle. It's close to the airport. Anyway, get involved in the live because there's something to be said. Hey, you guys want to say anything while we're all together?
I mean, it's very nice to meet Dr. Lynn for the first time in person. It's great. He looks great.
Yeah.
Nice
Almost
to
looks
see
like
you
he
guys.
does on TV.
Right. He does.
I tell you, there's nothing like seeing each other in person. There's something special and different. I know we do a good job with our camera and everything like that in our individual studios, but there's nothing like physically meeting somebody, shaking hands, sharing the warmth and sharing the collegiality.
Yeah, I agree. You know, and what we do for a living, healthcare, we're taking care of people. We're interacting with the public all the time. So it's kind of, this is a little foreign where you're looking at a camera.
It's about human connection. You're seeing people make that connection. It's great to be able to connect in person after doing this for over a year.
Yeah,
And it's nice to know you guys on a personal level as opposed to just a professional. It's really nice to get to know everyone.
And on the other hand, it's connected people that would never have been connected. I would probably never have met you in my life, because unless I came to Arizona with a kidney stone. But it's just one of these things. This is how we made some of these connections. And, we've had audience members when we used to do some of our after hours that came on the show and helped them buy a car. So it's crazy connections you can make.
I actually met Charlene, long-time listener, watcher.
Yeah,
UroNurse,
big fan.
just upstairs.
Yeah, I ran into her yesterday as well.
Yeah. There were several people that were saying, because we've been here and you haven't, saying, Dr. Lynn's coming. I'd want to meet us all. So I guess there is something to be said about the personal. Now, talk about people who want to be seen. So I did go and I went and looked at the research poster. And I asked the speakers that were doing research, would you be interested in talking about your poster? So I came up to one. She said, oh, I'd love to.
And I'm going to talk to Lauren McNeil, who's going to talk about her research.
All right. So as you said, I'm Lauren McNeil, nurse practitioner by training. I now work for a pharma company, Sumitomo Pharma America. So our study is real-world adherence and persistence of vibegron versus mirabegron and anticholinergics in patients with overactive bladder, a retrospective claims analysis. So essentially what we did was we did a retrospective study using pharmacy claims data from the Optum Research Database, and we compared vibegron with mirabegron. Both of those are beta-3 agonists, with anticholinergics. And we looked at the persistence and adherence. So they matched patients based on their demographics, and then they did the comparison. And what they found was that persistence with vibegron versus mirabegron, as well as with vibegron versus anticholinergics, that vibegron had greater persistence. And they also found that the adherence was greater with vibegron in both cohorts.
By adherence, you're talking about people staying on the drug, adhering to the protocol?
So adherence is basically, are they taking it as prescribed? Whereas persistence is kind of, are they staying on it? Okay. Right? So persistence, we would say if they had a 30-day gap, then that's where that stopped. Whereas adherence, you're looking at, are they filling the prescription on time? Does that make sense?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That was clear in my head.
Yeah, no, I had to actually have someone explain that one to me. So, and then also they looked at first medication after discontinuation. So, after 30 days is where we cut it off, but someone may have forgotten to pick up their medication, been out of town, there may be some reason. So they looked at what they started back on. So out of the patients, about 50% in each cohort restarted a medication for OAB, and you'll see that the majority of them started back on vibegron or started vibegron. So,
That's great. I appreciate you talking to UroNurse today.
Absolutely.
And look forward to maybe seeing you some other time online.
Well, when I talked to her, the next poster presenter said, hey, what about me? What about you?
My name is Laura, and we're from Miami, Florida.
Great. And you were involved in this research?
Yes, we were.
I'm going to give you the microphone. Why don't you explain a little bit about the research?
Okay, thank you. So this was a quality improvement project that we did in 2020 up until 2022, where we collected data. In the year 2020, we had 63 catheter-associated UTI infections in the hospital, and that was something that we wanted to reduce. So using a multimodal approach, we were able to implement some changes, which included our Foley protocol, okay? And we made these indications a little stricter as to why patients would continue to need the extended use of an indwelling catheter. We also made some changes. We made a nursing protocol when it came to patients with urinary retention. So we gave the nurse the autonomy to be able to straight cath our patients at least twice before calling the physician if the patient was still experiencing urinary retention. So that was very nice. And then we also introduced external catheters into into our hospital, where, so bundling all that, we were able to reduce our CAUTIs from 63 in the year 2020 to 17 in 2022, which was a 73% reduction. And actually, we were able to get the total number for the fourth quarter, which dropped to a total of 6. Okay, and currently we are still using these implementations. We educated. I'm actually a clinical nurse educator, and we as a team, we were able to educate all the nurses. We were able to educate upper leadership, physicians, and that's how we were able to get these great results.
Very good. Well, it's been great talking to you. I appreciate all the research that you did.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, I agree. So then, of course, I had another poster right next door who said, "Can I be on?" Of course you can.
So I'm with Rachel Kaminsky, who's going to talk about her poster project, the bacterial displacement test. What would you like to tell me about it?
So this is a project that we did to evaluate some of the closed intermittent catheter systems and the insertion tips that come along with them. As you know, those insertion tips are designed to help prevent urinary tract infection. And so they're supposed to be inserted into the urethra, bypassing the first 1 centimeter of the urethra where most of the bacteria is. There's a sterile catheter inside of that closed system, and it's designed to be advanced pass. So you should avoid most of that bacteria. One of the things that we noticed was that not all of the tips were created the same. In fact, if you looked at the tip, some of them had actual gaps in the tip. And the theory was that we wanted to study if that gap is present, are we actually potentially contaminating that catheter and spreading that bacteria up into the urethra further? So we have 4 different catheters that we tested. We have the Cure Close system. We tested Vapro Plus Pocket, the Bard Touchless Plus, and then the SpeedyCath Flex set, which does not have an insertions tip, but we wanted to use that kind of as our control.
Yeah.
Exactly. So what we did was we took agar and we utilized E. coli and E. fecalis, and we went ahead and inoculated the first centimeter of the agar on each of the plates. And then we ran 5 different tests where we inserted the insertion tip and then advanced the catheter through, grew the bacteria, stained it, and then evaluated the amount of bacteria that was present to see how much had actually spread up there. Fully thinking that whatever the most closed system was would probably spread the least amount of bacteria, and that's pretty much what we found. So it just helped to hopefully educate clinicians to look at what type of products they're using and know that even though some of them have the same features, they're not all exactly the same. So to really evaluate what would be best for their patient. The next study that I'd like to do.
Wait a second. Was there a clear winner out of this group?
Well, the Cure catheter closed system was the winner out of the group. As you can see, it's pretty closed up right here, and this is the sample of that specific one. The surprising results are that the SpeedyCath Flex set, which did not have an inducer tip, actually seemed to have performed better than some with an insertion tip, which was a bit surprising.
Well, hope you enjoyed all that. If you have any questions for us, this is your chance for us to discuss those questions together live. Well, I guess we're always live, but live in the same space. Go ahead and put those in on the comment box. In the meantime, I am going to put a little introduction for a little teaser for next week's show.
Defending the detruser with Dr. Wayne Kwong is a critical aspect of urology, highlighting the importance of preserving bladder health and function. Dr. Kwong, with his extensive expertise and dedication to this important topic, and his advocacy for protecting the detruser muscle in urological treatments and surgeries, not only ensures improved patient outcomes, but also serves as a cornerstone in promoting urological health and well-being. Check out UroNurse.com to learn more.
Well, there you go. Hope to see everybody next week to catch more and learn more about defending the detruser. We've all talked about how important it is to protect it, not to wait too long with all these great treatments out there. You know what? There's a lot of catheter sales companies. It's not just a mistake that there's so many companies in that business. We're not always doing the job that we should, and you're not always allowing us to do the job. So anyway, Guys, have any last comments before I play our last clip?
Just want to thank everyone for being here throughout the entire year. It's been such a great experience for me, making new friends, the collegiality. It's been so fun, and I'm looking forward to continuing to do UroNurse with all of you.
Yeah, yeah. You know, the show wouldn't happen if it wasn't for you guys. First of all, I had to talk you two into doing it because I wasn't going to do it myself. So that was always the big stumbling stone. John coming on was the best thing that happened to the show too, because his talent is, especially if you have somebody else who knows this side of it, the AV part of it. We hope that it looks easy because it's not. So we'll tell you, if you want to do this, go right ahead, but it's certainly not easy to do. But we enjoy doing it, and I think anything that you enjoy is never going to be a hard job. So we're going to keep coming to you every week, every Saturday at 9 a.m. Central Time. You keep joining us. We've met a lot of our fans during this week here that we've got some of them waving to us in the background. So it's been a great show. We're enjoying it. And I've got one final clip I'm going to share with you guys. If you're coming to a live meeting, you don't always have to go to every talk.
So what are you guys doing here? I thought you were supposed to be at the conference.
We're actually here watching the conference live by the pool.
You mean you can actually go to a SUNA conference and not go to the building?
Absolutely. We're watching the live session right now with Dr. Christy Krieg.
Well, there you go, folks. You don't have to stay in the stuffy building. You can always watch it online. Well, say a little hi to our Chicago fans.
Hello. Hi, everyone.
Well, can't top that one. See you all next week. Bye.